Imagine holding a Leica M camera, but this time, something is different. The unmistakable elegance of the Leica M-series remains, but now, for the first time, an electronic viewfinder, EVF, replaces the classic optical rangefinder. This is the rumored Leica M with EVF, a camera that could redefine Leica's legacy while challenging everything we know about rangefinder photography. But is this a revolution or a risky departure from tradition? What features can we expect? And will it live up to the Leica heritage? In today's video, we'll explore the history of Leica M cameras and why this change is so significant, all rumored specifications, and how they might impact photographers, the biggest pros and cons of adding an EVF to a Leica M. And finally, should you wait for this camera or buy an existing Leica M model? If you love Leica cameras, photography gear, and in-depth analysis, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. For nearly 70 years, Leica's M-series has defined the essence of rangefinder photography. From legendary models like the Leica M3, M6, and M10, these cameras have captured some of the most iconic moments in history. But what makes Leica M cameras so special? Their pure mechanical design, built for precision and durability. The legendary optical rangefinder, giving photographers a direct, unobstructed view of the scene. A manual focus experience that forces you to slow down and truly engage with your subject. But now, with the rumored Leica M with EVF, Leica is breaking tradition by replacing the classic optical rangefinder with an electronic viewfinder. Is this a necessary evolution or a step too far for Leica purists? Let's explore the rumored features of this new camera and how they might change the Leica experience forever. Leica has always been about tradition and craftsmanship, so why would they introduce an EVF in an M-series camera? Here's why this change might be happening. Autofocus and modernization. Leica's M cameras have always been manual focus only, but adding an EVF could introduce focus aids like peaking and magnification. Competition from mirrorless cameras, with brands like Sony, Canon, and Nikon offering stunning EVFs with real-time exposure previews. Leica might feel pressure to modernize. Bridging the gap with the SL series. Leica's SL mirrorless cameras already feature EVFs. This could be an attempt to merge the best of both worlds. Improved usability for glasses wearers. Many photographers struggle with optical rangefinders due to eyesight issues. An EVF solves this problem. But how will this actually change the shooting experience? Let's go deep into the rumored specifications. Electronic viewfinder, EVF, the biggest change ever. The traditional optical rangefinder might be replaced with a high-resolution OLED EVF. This means real-time exposure previews, focus peaking, and digital overlays. Example: imagine shooting in low light. No more guessing exposure settings. The EVF will show the actual brightness before you click the shutter. Sensor and image quality. Will it be a quantum leap? The rumored full-frame sensor could be similar to the Leica M11's 60 MP BSI sensor. Could we see a stacked sensor for faster readout speeds? Example: a street photographer shooting at night without motion blur, thanks to improved ISO performance. One of the most debated questions among Leica enthusiasts is whether the next Leica M camera will finally introduce autofocus. Leica's M-series has long been revered for its fully manual focusing system, which forces photographers to slow down and be deliberate with their shots. This is part of the charm that has attracted purists and professionals alike. However, as technology advances, autofocus has become a norm in high-end digital cameras, offering convenience and speed, especially for fast-moving subjects. If Leica decides to keep the M-series manual, there are still ways to enhance the focusing experience. One of the most practical solutions would be an improved electronic viewfinder, EVF. Modern EVFs provide essential tools such as focus peaking and zoom magnification, which significantly aid manual focusing, particularly in challenging conditions like low light or fast-paced environments. Real-life scenario. Imagine you're at a bustling street festival, capturing candid moments of dancers twirling in vibrant costumes. The scene is dynamic, constantly shifting. With Leica's traditional rangefinder, Achieving precise focus on a moving subject can be tricky. However, if Leica integrates an EVF with focus aids, you could magnify a portion of the frame to fine-tune focus or use peaking to see the sharpest edges instantly. This would preserve the manual focusing experience while making it more efficient for action photography. Design and build quality, keeping the classic Leica feel. Another critical question is whether the upcoming Leica M camera will retain its iconic brass and leather construction, a design philosophy that has remained unchanged for decades. The Leica M-series is not just about photography. It is a statement piece, admired for its craftsmanship and mechanical precision. The solid, weighty feel of a brass-bodied Leica adds to its premium appeal, giving photographers a sense of confidence and durability. That said, modern trends in camera design lean toward lighter materials like aluminum and magnesium alloy to improve portability without sacrificing toughness. If Leica considers making subtle refinements, will the new model incorporate a hybrid optical/EVF system, similar to the Fujifilm X-Pro series? This could provide users with the best of both worlds, an optical viewfinder for a traditional experience and an electronic viewfinder for modern convenience. Real-life scenario. Picture a documentary photographer trekking through the unpredictable landscapes of the Arctic. Their Leica M camera is exposed to extreme cold, sudden weather changes, and rugged terrain. Will the new M model maintain the same level of weather resistance and durability that professionals rely on? If Leica sticks to its legacy of crafting robust, travel-ready cameras, the next generation M will be just as dependable in harsh environments. However, if they introduce an EVF, it must be designed to withstand the elements without compromising performance. Battery life and power efficiency. Adding an EVF will consume more power. Will Leica introduce a larger battery? Example: imagine a travel photographer on a week-long trip with no charging access. Can this camera still last? USB-C for direct file transfers and charging? Dual SD card slots for better workflow? Leica cameras are never cheap. Expect a price above $9,000. Will it be announced in late 2025 or early 2026? Leica typically releases cameras quietly. Could we see a surprise launch? If you already own a Leica M10 or M11, is this worth upgrading? Who is this camera actually for? Leica purists or modern shooters? If you love classic rangefinders, should you skip this and get a traditional M model instead? Is Leica moving towards mirrorless? Will we ever see autofocus in an M camera? How will this impact the future of traditional photography?